Welcome to a new breakdown. What we will be doing today is, as usual, performing a full breakdown on a pair to understand what kind of swing trading opportunity we actually have on it. And to understand what kind of swing trading opportunity we actually have on the pair, we will be analyzing the market both from a technical and in order flow perspective. And by the end of the video, you will know exactly what kind of opportunity we can be actually looking for on the pair to capitalize on the next move. Now, if you're new to the channel, I'm a top author on the TRADINGVIEW platform, and every single day I share a lot of free analysis and education. So I really suggest that you do subscribe to the channel so you won't miss out on all this free education, and I will see you in the video. Okay, so the pair that I want to speak about today is NZD-CAD. Now, why do I want to speak specifically about NZD-CAD? First of all, because it is very near to providing to us a very good trading opportunity. And second of all, because it is a very educational pair to speak about from an analysis perspective in order for me to actually transmit something of value to you. So basically teach you guys some things that you didn't know already. So what we will be doing in analysis is, first of all, speaking about this pair from a technical perspective by looking at the monthly, the weekly, and the daily time frame when it comes to the direction of the market, which, as you know, these three time frames are the best time frames when it comes to the direction of the market. We will then go and see what we have from a COT perspective, so order flow, to see what hedge funds, so the smart money in the market, are actually doing. And if you're able to understand and to read how they are shifting their positioning, you are able to position yourself with the winning side of the market and obviously gain an advantage over your competition in the market. And then obviously we will go and see what we have from a 4-hour perspective, which is the best time frame when it comes to confirmations and entries. Let's start our analysis from the monthly time frame. Now, on the monthly, what do we see? Now, from a monthly perspective, we can see that the market has just provided a beautiful W formation. Now, after a W formation, what do you want to see? You want to see the market give you a nice move to the downside and go and complete the pattern at the previous resistance, which is now turned support. And that is, in fact, exactly what the market just did, because we have seen a move to the downside that went to test exactly the previous resistance, which is now turned support, aka the neckline of the W formation, which is the completion zone of the pattern. What we can also notice, however, is that in testing this previous resistance, now turned support, the market has also created this candle here. Now, when you see a candle like this, you want to see the next candle fill in this wick, which is a pattern that you see repeating across all time frames. Going down on the weekly, what do we see? Now, from a weekly perspective, first of all, on NZD-CAD, we see that the market had created this M formation. Now, after an M formation, what do you want to see? You want to see the market give you a nice move to the upside and complete the pattern at the previous support, which is now turned resistance, which is exactly what the market has now created. And what we can see after that is that the market, after trying to break higher, failed to break higher and broke back below all the structure, which is now acting as resistance. So we have previous resistance here, which is now again resistance at this area, which we can expect the market to go and test before start a continuation to the downside. Going down on the daily time frame, what do we see? Now, from a daily perspective, we can first of all see all the previous analysis that we had spoken about on NZD-CAD. In fact, after the market had created this move to the downside and this retracement, we spoke about the fact that from here, we definitely wanted to see the market create a continuation to the downside, which is exactly what this market has created. Then again, we had spoken about NZD-CAD after the market had created this W formation here, and I explained all the reasons for which from here we wanted to see the market create this move to the downside and go and complete the pattern and the neckline. And again, that is exactly what the market did. Then I also made another analysis when the market was here, explaining all the reasons for which from here I wanted to see this move to the upside. And again, that is exactly what the market created. And then again, I spoke about NZD-CAD after the market had created this W formation here, explaining all the reasons for which from here we wanted to see the market give to us a nice move to the downside. And again, that is exactly what the market has just created. They moved to the downside exactly as we wanted to see from our previous analysis. And I will link all this previous analysis in description. You find the links to all this previous analysis in description. So I really suggest you go and check it out for further reference and obviously more free education. Just a quick reminder, make sure you comment below and you let me know which pair or topic you would like me to cover or analyze in the next video. But where is the next opportunity for NZD CAD? So now that we know that on the monthly, weekly and daily, we can expect some continuation to the downside, what we have to do, we have to go and see what we have from a COT perspective, so commitment of traders. And after this, I can show you what we need to see on the daily before looking for any potential shorts. So here from a COT perspective, what do we see? Now, if we go and see what we have on the NZD, so what hedge funds are currently doing on the NZD, we can see that net positions are clearly decreasing. We went from 6.9K net positions all the way down to 3.2K net positions. So definitely net positions decreasing with shorts getting added. However, we have a new report getting released today. So it will be definitely interesting to see what we will have with the new report that will come out today. We definitely want to see more shorts getting added on the NZD. And if we go and see what we have from a CAD perspective, what we can see. Now on the CAD, we can see that definitely the positioning has been shifting to the positive side. In fact, we went from having minus 33K net positions here all the way up to having minus 16K net positions here. So definitely net positions are increasing. So the positioning of the hedge funds is shifting to the long side. We went from having 19K long positions here all the way up to 28K long positions. And if we look at the shorts, we went from having 53K shorts to 45K shorts. So shorts are decreasing and longs are increasing. So definitely we can expect a strong CAD, which is exactly what we need for a continuation to the downside. Now, as we have already identified on the weekly time frame, we do have strong resistance here. And this is exactly the same resistance that we have also from a daily perspective, all across this area here. And this is exactly the area in which, with students, we will be looking for a trading opportunity on NZD CAD and how we will be doing that. Now, after an impulse, you expect a retracement. Specifically, if you want to measure that retracement, you have to take your Fibonacci from the high to the low of the impulse. And what we can see is that we have a 50% and 0.618 Fibonacci levels that are lining up perfectly with this structure, creating a confluence of resistance. So keeping the chart clean and adjusting our box in between the 50% and 0.618, we know that we have inside of here a very strong resistance area. And if the market will manage to make a retracement to this zone from here, we definitely expect the market to shift to the downside for the creation of this head and shoulders and completion of this impulse correction and impulse pattern to the downside. So what we will be doing with students, if the market will actually respect this demand that we have here and give us this retracement, what we will be doing with students when the market will approach this area is monitoring price action from a 4-hour perspective. Why? Because as usual, monthly, weekly, and daily are the best time frames when it comes to the direction of the market. But the best time frame for entry is the 4 hours. So after the retracement inside of this area, what we will be doing with students is monitoring price action from a 4-hour perspective, waiting for the market to shift from the bullish market that we will have from a 4-hour perspective to a bearish market. And as soon as the market will shift from a bullish to a bearish market, we will add NZD CAD to our watch list. And as soon as the market will provide to us one of our valid entries, we will be taking a nice short with a very good risk to reward and very good probabilities for the move to the downside and completion of this impulse correction and impulse pattern to the downside. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash that like button and comment below. It really does support the creation of more free education and analysis for all of you. Also, make sure you go and check out the mentorship program. You find the link in the description. You first learn all the rules of my rule-based strategies in the program, and then you trade them live with me. Each and every day you get a new daily market breakdown showing you exactly how to apply the strategies with entry, stops, and take profits, as well as having me answering personally every question that you have every single day. So I really suggest you go and check out the program. The link is in the description, and I will see you in.